Next story.
LATimes.com. Pilot recounts night of horror, mental collapse, broken bones. Declan Patrick Coker.
3 to 4 minutes.
In an exclusive interview from the confines of Pescadero State Institute for the Criminally Insane, former police helicopter pilot Jack Thompson shared a chilling account of a night that shattered his sanity and left him with lifelong injuries. Thompson, a decorated Vietnam War veteran, now resides in this institution, committed for ceaselessly prowling the streets of Los Angeles, heavily armed, searching for the horrible thing that haunts his nightmares.
The incident, as Thompson recounts, unfolded with surreal intensity. Flying over the Cyberdyne building to provide aerial reconnaissance to officers breaching the building after an armed invasion, Thompson witnessed a spectacle that defied all logic. From the third-floor window emerged a giant figure who wielded a heavy machine gun with inhuman precision, standing in the open apparently without fear.
It was a scene from a war zone, Thompson murmured, his hands trembling as he recounted the events of that fateful night. I flew choppers in Nam. I'll never forget that sound.
I knew I had to get out of there, Thompson recalled, his voice strained with the weight of memory. I didn't care about procedure or protocol. I just needed to survive.
The giant then retreated into the building under fire from the police. Miraculously, while over a dozen police cruisers were chopped to pieces by the machine gun, no officers were killed by the giant's gunfire. Minutes later, an entire floor of the Cyberdyne building erupted in the titanic explosion.
As Thompson circled the building in disbelief at the destruction, a police motorcycle hurtled out of the building, its rider a metallic monstrosity beyond comprehension. Thompson claims the thing entered the cockpit as the motorcycle fell away.
Something came with the bike, Thompson whispered, his eyes welling up. A creature made of flowing metal. It poured itself into the cockpit. Then it just stared at me, face like mercury.
Protein and implacable, the thing ordered Thompson out of the helicopter. Even though the craft was 40 feet in the air, Thompson instinctively obeyed, sustaining multiple broken bones and other injuries from the terrible fall.
I thought I was dead for sure, Thompson confessed, his voice barely above a whisper, but the agony told me otherwise.
The physical injuries Thompson sustained were matched only by the scars etched upon his psyche. Now confined to the halls of Pescadero, his once sharp mind now clouded by doubt and confusion.
Sometimes I wonder if I imagined it all, Thompson admitted, his eyes haunted by the specter of uncertainty. But then the nightmares come, and I know the truth. Whatever happened that night, it changed me forever.
Evidence supporting Thompson's claims is sparse. A wrecked motorcycle was found in the Cyberdyne parking lot, but there were no witnesses to a motorcycle bursting from the building. Thompson's helicopter was found crashed on a highway 2 miles away, near the corpse of a man dead of a grievous puncture wound to the chest. Presumably that man flew the chopper to its final resting place and died like an animal in the crash.
Doctors believe Thompson's description of that night's experiences may be a trauma-warped memory, a way of coping with the crash and the trauma of the shootout. Or it could be a reweaving of memories after a serious head trauma, a way the brain has of piecing together otherwise inexplicable events. No one wants to believe they would willingly leap from an airborne helicopter without a good reason, so the brain invents a reason.
Yet, the pilot's unwavering conviction, the details that inexplicably match the scene, leave an unsettling question mark.